Hello, lovelies. It's G here from Golden Thread Tarot. I'm here to bring you another channel message. I hope this message is finding you blessed and full of abundance as always, my sweets. Okay, so let's find out what's going on, what kind of message wants to be brought forth today. How are you guys handling this retrograde? This Mercury retrograde? It's been interesting for me. It's been very eventful. It's been interesting. Yeah, it's just definitely been interesting. I know that this Mercury retrograde is gonna last until June the 3rd of this year. So we're gonna see. Let's see how the next few weeks are gonna be going. Okay, so things might be kind of slowing down for you. Okay. There's definitely some energy of spending time with like-minded souls. It's a big it's a big friendly spending time getting to know somebody, taking your time, taking it slow, taking it one step at a time, facing things as they come up, not jumping to any conclusions, right? Exactly. And operating in divine time here. Operating in divine time. Okay. So there's definitely an Emperor energy here that's walking away from something in their past. Okay, with that Eight of Cups right there. They're walking away from something. Okay. And embracing some kind of divine timing happening here. So somebody is there's either Emperor here or Divine Masculine doing that, okay? Or someone is stepping into their Divine Masculine energy. Okay, they're telling me to pick that up off the floor. It landed face down. What is it? Okay. Queen of Wands. There's a feminine energy here. Whoever the feminine energy is. Oh my gosh. This person finds you so attractive. They do find you very attractive. And we think you guys are an energetic match. With these two down here on the table in the position that they are, they're all period. Oh my goodness. With the Four of Wands. They feel like you guys are like soulmates, divine soulmates, a divine pair. Maybe even starseeds from the same star system. I feel like you guys are an equal match. It's giving me here star-crossed lovers. Star-crossed lovers. I don't know why I got that. But they also, yeah, wow. There's a masculine energy here who wants to bring forth, start small, right? They're starting slow. They're taking it one step at a time. They recognize the deep connection that's here in between themselves and another person. They really, there's something they might want to apologize about. I can ask about that. There's something they might want to apologize about. They feel like they kind of like hurt this Queen of Wands feelings. They're being represented here as the King of Wands. They feel like maybe I'm hearing a passion project. There's some kind of project. Eight of Swords here coming out for the Page of Cups. One, this person has some limiting beliefs that is holding them back from making a more legitimate or more romance-based offer to this person. I feel like at first they're just going to be like, yeah, we should be friends. We should hang out. That's cool. Sounds great. Sounds fun. And, but there is... I'm also getting with the apology thing. I'm getting I didn't see things before. I was trapped looking at you or looking at the situation or looking at myself or looking at this situation as a whole from a very singular perspective. And I needed to kind of step outside of myself to be able to see the truth of what was really going on. Yeah, they needed some distance here. This person is saying they needed some distance to see the truth. Things they were living under some kind of illusion. Okay. And the illusion here could have just been like, oh, we're just good friends. We're just chilling. And then they're like, no, no, maybe I want a little bit more than just good friends. That scared me. So they're really in their mind. They're really, really, really in their mind about this. King of Swords. They're going back and forth. I didn't see this for what it could be at first. This person was having a lot of anxiety about feeling like if they stepped forward and had something to say to you, that you would reject them, or that they would be alone. They'd be alone. They'd be the only one that feels the same way, or like they're yeah. So they're going back and forth fighting. They're feeling a little defensive. They're feeling a little bit like they have to kind of keep their feelings to themselves right now. They're weighing whether or not that they should come forward and really say something. But they do want to apologize. They do want to step forward and have this with you. They do want to apologize about being in their mind for too long. There's also something about taking a long time to come forward, like taking a long time, being in their mind for too long, being fighting back and forth whether or not. Tell me about this Five of Pentacles. A little bit more about this Five of Pentacles. Leaving this person feels like they left you alone. They feel like they left you alone. They feel really guilty. They feel really guilty about feeling like they left you feeling abandoned, or like they ghosted you, or like they put you out, or like uh, they made you feel like you had to fight for their attention or fight for their affection as well. They were playing some mind games here too, some kind of games here with this moon card. One, they were definitely keeping their feelings their deeper feelings. They're keeping their deeper feelings under wraps. They're putting in a lot of work. They're putting in a lot of work to keep up um the illusion that they don't feel as strongly about you as they do. The feminine energy here also feels like too that they need to defend a newfound foundation. This person could feel like, I've worked really hard to get to the place that I am now, and I don't necessarily want to compromise my boundaries. I don't, yeah, I've worked really hard to leave behind. Like I said, Six of Swords, to leave the drama behind, to leave this kind of back and forth energy behind. I've really worked really hard to work on my insecurities, and to work on my expectations, and to work on what I will accept and what I want out of people, behavior that I'll accept and that I want out of people. I've worked really hard to establish myself as this person now. I've worked really hard to get really grounded, to get in my energy, to know, yeah, it's giving me a big energy of what I will and what I won't expect. And I feel like this person is viewing, that's causing this Queen of Pentacles energy is causing this King of Wands, this masculine energy, to see this feminine energy is a little bit cold. They see and they feel their boundaries that are up around them, and they're wondering why. They're wondering why, because I feel like whatever this situation that they want to apologize for, they know that it triggered you, or it triggered your boundaries. It triggered you feeling uncomfortable about something that they did. They want to apologize, but they can feel that perhaps maybe they can tell, right? You know, when you can tell when like you do something and somebody has like a larger reaction to it, and you can tell that yes, it is about what you did or what you said, but there's also something deeper behind it, like, oh, I triggered some kind of deeper thing. I did this small thing, but this small thing triggered a big thing this person has had to deal with in the past, right? That made that made really big boundaries, like energetic boundaries, come up between the two of us. Yeah, I really feel like it, yeah, it's given me a sense of with this third party, it's not giving me a sense maybe of that necessarily something as deep as they were cheating on you or something, because I don't think that you and this person have been in a relationship in the past, but it's giving me this sense of there was somebody else. Page of Pentacles, there was somebody else that made, it's like, oh, I was giving something else or someone else, a third party, something outside of us, the attention that I should have given you, and that made you have this triggered moment where you kind of pulled your energy back, where this feminine energy pulled their energy back and was like, no, they felt very triggered. They felt scared. They could have been reminded of the past. They could have been reminded, or they could have been like, oh, maybe this is a karmic situation, or is this situation toxic? I need to put my boundaries up. I need to back off. I need to take a few breaths. Mm-hmm. Mm. Yeah, I feel like this Queen of Wands has worked really hard to get into this kind of like Empress energy. And yeah, it honestly is giving me a kind of like, oh, I have to wait. I have to wait and see. I have to wait. Time will tell. Time will tell. And it's 11:11 down on the clock right when I said that. But I think I'll have to edit, so I don't think it'll be 11:11 down on y'all's clock. But yeah, there was this Five of Swords energy that was triggered here, where it's like, oh, you have someone else. Like, okay, well, I guess I'm not a priority, or I guess I'm not what I thought, maybe this wasn't what I thought it was. And so this person, yeah, so it made this, wow. It just came right back out. So it made this person kind of be like, you know what? Maybe this is just something. Maybe this person is just trying to put moves on me. Maybe this person is just trying to kind of, be in that King of Wands energy in as far as like emotionally goes. Yeah, and I really think this person is like, time is gonna tell. Time is gonna tell how they act and how I move forward. I'm gonna listen to my intuition. So if this is you, if you're this feminine energy, if you've had like a new person that you're hanging out with and you're kind of like, not 100% sure, yeah, just take as much time, take the time that you need. Let this person, let this person's actions speak for themselves, right? Take them at their actions and not necessarily at their word. Take them at their actions. Yeah. And if you feel like you need to walk away, or you feel like you need to give space to this, or you feel like you need to put up your firm boundaries, do what you feel like you need to do. Yeah. But I feel like this masculine energy now is kind of a little bit in this Five of Cups here, where it's like, oh, dang, I think I messed this up. I feel like this person is just like, dang, I feel like I messed this up before it even got started. Like, did I mess this up? Yeah. I feel like they want to make it up to you. They want to come back around and they want to make it up to you. And I feel like, yeah, I feel like you just need to express what you need to this person. Yeah, you need to express what you need to this person. You need to let this person know if they did something, or if they, just be honest about it. Just be honest about the situation triggering you, or just be honest about, I mean, you don't have to divulge like your whole entire backstory to this person, but just be honest and be like, look, like what you said or what you did, it kind of triggered me. So, I'm kind of going to back off a little bit, and, I'm just going to let this be what it is. Or if you just want to do that, and kind of let the person figure it out. I don't know. It's about this, but there is a situation here that needs to come to an end. There's a little bit of growing up. There's a little bit of, hey, what was happening in the past, that can't happen anymore. I can't go down that road anymore. That's not what I do. I've learned my lessons. I am this wounded warrior because I went through this BS before, and I have put in the work to go through a transformation energy, and you're going to have to meet me in my energy. You're going to have to meet me where I am. Like, I'm not going to come, you're going to have to meet me where I am. You're going to have to meet my expectations. And that just is what it is, and if this person doesn't want to, then that's up to them. However, this person's not a mind reader, so open up your mouth and let them know what you need, right? So that they can get a different perspective of situation, because in their perspective, they might be feeling like they're giving you, that they might not have, they can kind of tell that that they maybe like hurt your feelings or said something or did something that made you feel kind of uncomfortable, and they're kind of like, oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have done that. But if you feel like you need to explain something a little bit deeper to them, then do it. And just have the patience, and let this person know. Set, excuse me, open up your throat chakra, unblock that throat chakra, and let them know. Set your rules, set your boundaries. Be like, hey, this is what I need. And then see if and then leave it up to that person as to whether or not they want to meet that or not. So if you're like, hey, if I message you or if I reach out to you, I do kind of expect to hear back from you. Or if we're hanging out, I don't expect you to be on your phone the whole time. Or, maybe, I don't know. I don't know exactly what happened between you and this person, but just set out your rules and and just be like, hey, well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a kind of double-edged sword when you say things like that. Like, just set out your rules because, to a point, of course, but you're like, if I'll say you go out on a date or you're hanging out with somebody, and then the whole time that you're hanging out with them, they're just on their phone and they're really not paying attention to you, right? Rather than just sit there and be hurt and then leave, it's probably better to just go ahead and step up and be like, hey, are you gonna, I think it's kind of rude that you're just on your phone the whole time. Are we actually here to hang out, or are you here just to be on your phone the whole time? So it doesn't seem like something major. Like, I'm not reading this as like a situation where you like got cheated on by this person or something like that. That's not what I'm saying. It's giving me a kind of like a new person, or you're hanging out with somebody and you kind of did something, or they kind of did something that kind of, was kind of like, yeah, and I feel like you should just speak up about it. If you're the person that's a little bit, and I feel like, this person's going to let you know how they feel about you, but how they react to you just being honest about what you need and what you want from them, right? And in the end, it's always better to just be honest about it. And to, if they did something or they said something that triggered you or that you thought was kind of rude, just kind of be like, hey, that's what's going to give you the most emotional satisfaction in this situation. People can only meet your expectations when you set them, um, so don't be scared to open up and say what you need and set, just like, if you're going to step up and be here and do this, this is kind of what I expect, and it's going to set up like a long-term foundation as far as that goes. I do feel like whoever this person is, they are a match to you. So I feel like whoever this person is, they will step up, right? They are being represented. If you're this Queen of Wands, say, right? This King of Wands is going to be willing to step up. You just have to let them know what you really want. They are not the type of person that's just going to read your mind and kind of just feel what you need intuitively. You are going to have to step up and be like, hey, you kind of do this, and I kind of, and I don't really like that. It doesn't really give off a good impression to me. And then how that person responds just lets you know. So either they're like, well, who cares or something, and you can just be like, okay, and move on, and you don't have to waste your time anymore, right? But a person that really wants to be there and wants to match that energy is going to be like, okay, well, I appreciate you sharing that with me, and, you'll see some kind of changed behavior out of them, depending on what you're asking, of course, yeah, but death, you will see if you step up and let this person know what you need, they will meet that expectation. Or either they're going to transform, or the situation, you can stop giving energy to the situation and move on to something else. Either way. But just sitting back and waiting, right? Just sitting back and waiting might not be, without speaking or saying anything, but say something, then sit back and wait and watch, does the behavior change? Yeah, because if you just keep it to yourself, and you don't speak up and let this person know what you really need, you're really going to end up just having that behavior repeat itself into the future. Because if you're just sitting there letting, a behavior that you really don't like, persist into the future, then, it's just going to become a bigger thing in the future. So just say something. I'm going to clear that energy off a little bit. Spirit wants to talk about this retrograde a little bit as well. And how, okay, so this moment, you know how during Mercury retrograde, like miscommunication can happen? So somebody could be thinking one thing, and so this could be that type of situation where you're having like kind of a miscommunication error. And it's like if you let it go and you don't say anything, it can persist into something bigger. You know, um, but again, speak up and say your truth to this person and let this person know what you need. Okay. Also, during this Mercury retrograde, somebody's gonna realize that somebody's gonna realize that they were talking about you behind your back, that they were trying to come for you, and they want to kind of drop it. They want to drop it. They want to be over it. That says I want revenge, but it came out in reverse. They want to be over it, okay? Because right now they could be talking shit, but they give it time. They want to drop this and they want it to be over. They're watching you right now. And watching the moves that you're making. They're waiting for you to react about something that they did or something that they said. But during the time of this Mercury retrograde, so for the next few weeks, by June the 3rd, this person is this is a karmic, by the way. This person, like I said, watching, they're curious, regret, in reverse, and watching. They're going to stop watching you. It's like, you know how we've been talking about how this full moon eclipse in Scorpio is going to bring out these kind of obsessive tendencies and going to make people look at them and then, eclipse them out of their life. You're going to be eclipsing a selfish person out of your life that had some kind of, that wanted to be in your energy or wanted to send energy towards you. That person is going to be leaving your life. And again, the stalking. They were stalking and gawking and doing whatever they do. My mom, my dad. Okay, this could have been a parent for somebody that was acting, I don't know why I want to say inappropriately, just in the sense of it's like stepping over their boundaries. Okay, so this person's gonna stop watching you with such a hawk eye. They're gonna back off and give you some space and give you some time to do what you need to do with your life. Yeah. If you had family members or people that were talking about you behind your back, because they wanted to spread some kind of rumors about you or something like that, that's going to be ending too. That's going to be being eclipsed out of your life. Somebody here might be having a chance if they don't have a very good relationship with their mom or with their dad. This could be because of some kind of past life energy here between the two of you that you guys are working out. Karma, some kind of toxic situation in the past life that you guys are trying to work out. Some kind of Seven of Swords energy that was between you guys with the lying, cheating, stealing stuff. Something that happened in the past is going to be resolved. Okay? Open communication, exactly. So this person could be reaching out to you saying, I'm sorry about a toxic situation, okay? I'm getting that for some of you, you might have parents that are divorced or parents that are separated. You could have one of your parents reaching out to you, and you and one of your parents or both your parents could be having a very open communication about, they might just randomly come forward at the end of Mercury retrograde. They might just randomly come forward and be like, I'm sorry, I'm sorry that you had to deal with that, or I'm sorry that this or that was happening in your childhood. You shouldn't have had to be witness to that. Oh, I'm sorry, me, your mom and my, okay, hold up. I'm sorry. Okay, so somebody here might also be dealing with a step parent, okay? But I'm also getting that, this person might come forward and be like, I'm sorry that me and your mom were always fighting, or me and your dad were always fighting. I'm sorry that it didn't give you a very, restful home life as a child. I really apologize for that. I hope that we can move forward into the future and have something better. This is going to be a person that you have identified as like a karmic family member. Get down, baby. Okay? As like a karmic family member energy here. Yeah. Calm down. Calm down. Okay. There's also some movement here in the twin flame journey with this Mercury retrograde. healer. So there is some healing that's happening here in the twin flame journey. It could be a part of some of this stuff that's happening during Mercury retrograde. People that were talking ish, people that were kind of like enemy, like hidden enemies or something, are kind of like they're just gonna stop. I don't know if it's because you just haven't been responding or you haven't been feeding into their energy and they're kind of like, oh, just let me move on to go do to somebody else, or because of some kind of divine intervention or something, some kind of tower moments. Maybe this person is finally getting a clue like, oh, I should leave this person alone because every time I try to do something against this person, something way worse happens to me. So let me just move on and let it go. So that's going to be happening here during this Mercury retrograde as well. I'm also getting here somebody, okay, if you have an ex, okay, that you have a child with, all right, that has been talking a bunch of ish about you behind your back, okay, things are going to be resolved. Things are going to get resolved. People are going to see this person, this other person, they're going to start seeing some red flags in this situation. What about this movement in the twin flame journey, spirit? Honorable person and toxic. So, oh wow, this situation is toxic. Heal yourself. So I think there's going to be somebody here that's realizing that they want to get into a much, they want to step out of a toxic mindset that they had inside themselves, a toxic way that they were handling their relationships. This person, yeah, childhood wounding, even something that happened to them when they were a kid. They're wanting to address it. They're wanting to look at it. They're wanting to heal it. Okay. What else is happening around all of these eclipses and Mercury retrogrades? Oh, look at this. X, like I said. What about this X? Equal match. You could have somebody coming back towards you from the past. That's the most common Mercury retrograde. It's just like somebody that you might have even cut off. It's like somebody that's a little codependent, okay? Somebody that's a selfish person, following your lead. They could be following you on like Instagram or whatever, on social media. And they're kind of like jealous. I'm not even gonna lie. Somebody here is playing games. Somebody here is playing games with an ex. Like somebody here is hanging out with people, taking pictures of people, posting it on their social media to kind of like be like to their ex, like, I'm hanging out with other people. I'm moving on. I don't care about you. Okay. Okay. Let's be honest about this. Okay. Stop being childish about it. That person is karmic. You're acting karmic. You kind of need to let it go, right? Now, if you're just posting because, yeah, it's part of your childhood trauma, you need to heal your inner child. You need to realize that you are a grown-ass man / woman. So it's time to start acting like it. Okay. Let go of the childishness. Okay. 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 Do a background check. Look into yourself and ask yourself why you do this stuff, okay? Because it's time, because you're codependent and it's time to walk away from that situation, okay? Somebody here is going to realize that they're codependent on an ex or on somebody else that they need to walk away from. Good for you, okay? Like I said, this is childhood trauma that you need to heal. You need to do some inner child healing. Find out what the real deal is, okay? Because what you're doing is some fuckery. That's just honesty. Be honest with yourself, okay? Ooh. Somebody here is going to realize that during this Mercury retrograde. That has to do more with the eclipse, with the full moon eclipse in Scorpio. Yeah, they're going to realize it's enough, right? Like stalking, watching you, right? Like you're on your ex's social media. You're looking. You're posting. Like somebody here, you've grown. We're not 14 anymore. It's time to stop playing those kind of childish games, right? Because, like, you really need to ask yourself, are you really over your ex? If that's why you're doing that. You need to really ask yourself, is that really why you're doing? You know, are you really posting things because you're just like, oh, I'm posting it? Or are you kind of posting it being like in your face, you know? And in that way, you're being this equal match to your ex. In this way, your karmic is turning you karmic. So karmic. In a way, you're kind of addicted to this. Somebody here could also be realizing that they've been abusing some kind of substances, or they've gotten some kind of addictive nature because of some childhood trauma, some wounding that they've gone through, some kind of karmic energy, karmic mindset that they have. Mother, father of my children. Okay, like I said, somebody here could be marrying their karmic. Okay, you're marrying your karmic energy. So watch that. Mother, father of your children, especially if you have children with this person. Okay? Thank you, Spirit. Let go. Let go of what does not serve you, because that does not serve you. What is it? Yep. Look. Yep. Because all you do is like stirring up drama, stirring up stuff, going back and forth, still giving this karmic's ex energy. Because really, you're really scared to be abandoned by this person. You're like, what would really happen if I really did move on from this person? What would really happen if me and this person really did move on from each other? You need to ask yourself, because somebody here is still struggling with letting go of a karmic in the past, because they're kind of like getting this kind of like childish reaction, or doing this kind of posting and getting a reaction is kind of the only energy I get from this person now. And underneath that is, I still have feelings for this person. I still love this person, even though we're separated, or where I'm getting rejected by them. Like, you know, it's time to really start examining that. And all of this energy is coming up, slapping you right in the face. Okay, because Spirit is saying this is childish energy. It is time to grow up. You are a grown-ass man / woman. Stop playing with me, okay? Stop playing with Spirit, too. They know why you're doing this. So you can lie to yourself, but you can't lie to them, okay? And this 100% has to do with somebody's, you know, mother or father of their children. Or it could have to do with their own mother or father, okay? It probably does, okay? It's fuckery. And it's codependent. It's codependent fuckery, okay? So, okay. And on top of that, if you let it go and you start moving in, you actually have real, like, new partners coming in, okay? So walk away from this past situation, because it doesn't serve you anymore, okay? All right, let's move on from that. What else is coming up? Oh, somebody here could get a cold, or be dealing with like really bad allergies or sinus drainage, okay? Somebody here could be having some kind of agency, or some kind of detective, or somebody like that doing a background check on them. Somebody like running, like, how, you know, has this person ever been arrested? Have they ever had tickets? Have they ever been in the court system before? Have they ever had people in their past file like restraining orders or something like that on them? Somebody like looking into your whole past and everything. Anytime you've ever been violent, if you were ever in a fight in school, or everything, like everything. This person is looking into that. And they're saying they're not really finding anything. That's what Spirit said. They're not really finding anything. So, oh my gosh, what is this energy? Childish, and that grown-ass man woman energy came out again. I think somebody here is also going to be seeing that once they walk away from this in the past blessing, they're going to be blessed by this new incoming person, and they're going to be so also stunned by how different, right, this new person acts and has their shit together and acts like a grown-ass man or woman, and their ex is really childish, right? Okay. What else? Oh, what else? What else? What else? you. I want one thing. I feel like you're gonna. I'm being shown like the Ace of Wands. I feel like you're gonna get a very singular focus over the next few weeks. Something is gonna come in like laser, like I'm hearing like laser focus. Like something is gonna become very obvious to you, and it's gonna be like, this is what I need to do. This is what I'm gonna be concentrating on. For some of you, it could be a new lover, or it could be looking for a new lover. It could be what? Somebody is playing the Rico Suave song. So I don't know. Okay, Rico Suave. I heard somebody here is like, I'm working on. It's like somebody here is saying that they're like working on getting like their pelvic rotation in order. They're saying they're like They're like, I'm dusting this thing off. Like I'm getting ready. I'm getting ready for something else. So somebody here, it could have been a while, okay? It could be a while. Could have been a while since the last time you had a lover or you took somebody, okay? And somebody is like feeling like getting back out there. Somebody's looking, you know, is putting their energy back out there, starting to go on dates, is starting to, yeah, they're looking for a lover, but they're looking for the real thing, okay? They're looking for the real thing, not the fuckery, right? They're like, I'm so used to the fuckery in the back. I'm looking for the real thing, okay? Somebody here could also have a child, so maybe they're like, okay, I need to, you know, I want to take, they're having to be like, okay, like I want to make time for this and go on dates and that, but I also have, somebody here could be a single parent, and so they're having to, you know, find babysitters and manage out, you know, going to school and taking care of their kids, but then also trying to get back out there and get back out there onto like into the dating scene. Okay, I'm just gonna be honest. Somebody here is wondering whether their karmic ex is dating people, is like going out there and dating people. Yes, yes, they are. Somebody here is. But I mean, at the same time, they're your ex, so what does it matter? Yeah, spirits like I'm bored. Spirits like they're bored with that. You could be bored. Somebody here is feeling bored with their life. Somebody here is feeling bored. They're just like, I'm seeing somebody like literally be like, I'm so bored. Like nothing to do. Like I feel like stuck inside these four walls. Like, So somebody here could be being faced with the fact that they need to spend some time doing something healthy to like occupy their time. Okay. Somebody here, okay, could have a mother or father of their children doing a background check around some kind of drugs or addiction that somebody has, okay? Telling you. Watching you. Somebody has somebody, yeah. Past life soulmate, I've been with you before. Okay, somebody here is either talking to a new person or feels like a new energy coming into their life. A lover. They feel like a lover energy coming into their life. Somebody that they feel like they've had a past life with, or they just have like this really deep soul kinship or soul connection to. They feel very attracted to this person. Interesting. But they're giving this person the cold shoulder. Why? My lips are sealed. They're not talking to this person. Why aren't they talking to this person? They have some kind of soul contract. They know that they have some kind of soul contract with this person, possibly looking for some kind of real love situation. They could be kind of waiting it out to try to see. There's also somebody here that's worried about what their karmic is going to think. What their karmic is going to think about them dating and moving on and having other people. Okay, and they're like, oh, my karmic is jealous. They have issues. I don't know. Somebody here could be also feeling like lying, cheating, sneaking around. Somebody here could be finding out that somebody was cheating when they were in following your lead. Somebody here is going to be finding out that an ex cheated because they were convinced that you were cheating on them, or somebody feels that way. I feel like somebody's going to be finding out something. Look, ex your karmic is an equal match. So they're like tit for tat. Like, you cheated on me, so I'm going to cheat on you. You break my heart, so I'm going to break your heart. What? Yeah. What else is going on with this eclipse energy, spirit? A lover. Somebody has a lover that's being eclipsed out of their life. They're like letting go of one lover and a new one is coming in. Real love. Somebody that's like real love. I'm searching for that. What? Somebody here is healing their inner child because they've been dealing. Okay. I said what? Somebody has an ex that's a very selfish person. Okay. They were toxic. Okay. But they always try to act like they were a very honorable person. Okay. They were ex. They were toxic. They were selfish. They were codependent. This person had childhood trauma. So did you. Okay. Both people here had childhood trauma. But they're letting go. They're letting go of that person. That's what's being eclipsed. That energy is being eclipsed out of somebody else's life. That person is watching. They're talking shit about you moving on. Doing a background check. This background check could also be them checking your social media. Okay. As far as the real love, as the real thing, give it time because it's coming in divine time. Okay. This person could be somebody. This is an actual honorable person that could end up being a lifetime partner. Soul contract. Somebody that you have a soul contract with. Okay. Somebody is gonna find out that an ex is like is stripping, because I just heard that somebody come get her, she's dancing like a stripper. Like so somebody here might have an ex that starts stripping. That's not gonna apply to everybody. I'm just saying, like, or if you know, you'd be like, my ex broke up with me and became a stripper, or maybe you broke up with your ex because they became a stripper. I don't know. Or Spirit is also saying with that whole posting, like posting games and get back, be careful. Be careful playing those games. You play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. Okay, you might, you posting these pictures of you with somebody else. You might see something that you don't want to see. Okay, somebody's got a petty ex. Somebody's got a petty ex that has your kids. Okay, this person, you might in the next couple of months. This person might post a picture of them. This is going to piss somebody off, but Spirit's telling you this so that you can get a heads up so you can calm the hell down before it even happens, okay? Somebody here is going to have a petty ex. They're going to see you posting these pictures of you hanging out with a new person or hanging out with new people in general, and they are going to post a picture of them hanging out with a new person with your kids. That's going to piss you off. That's going to happen. When you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. When you're pulling some fuckery gets pulled. Somebody's going to pull your fucking card. Man, I'm telling you. Because you got a selfish ass ex. This person said, you want to play tit for tat? I will play way, way harder tit for tat than you're ready for. Talking shit. I want revenge. Give it time. Don't reach out to this person. This person's playing karmic games. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered. Don't get triggered. Yep. My mom, my dad. Okay. Also, somebody here might be dealing with some, Spirit wants to go back and talk about the thing what I talked about earlier, where I was talking about a parent might come back into somebody's life. A parent that might have done some lying, cheating, sneaking, Seven of Swords energy. Childish. Tell this person to grow up. They could be like, I was being childish in the past. This is a selfish person in reverse. They want to do something and just be honest about it. They had some kind of codependency in the past. They were acting really karmic, okay? They were dealing with some fuckery. They want to let go, okay? This person is either coming forward to have you just be like, you know what? And shutting it down, or they're coming forward to speak some kind of truth about you, say, talking shit. Okay, so for some of y'all, you're going to have somebody coming back, and they could be like, oof. Okay, so it's jumping back and forth. So this is still a decision this person has to make and how they're going to feel. For some of y'all, you could have like an estranged parent coming back into your life. And the conversation is going to really depend on what they say, what you say. This conversation is either going to be very healing in the sense that, you know, you're going to be like, wow, thanks for apologizing. You really grew up. You really let a lot of things go. Like, wow, you're really facing a lot of things and you really mean that. And it's going to be very cathartic for you. It's going to be very releasing. Or you're going to release this person in the sense of, you know, things might get a little heated. You might say something, this person might say something, and the two of y'all might start exchanging some choice words with each other, okay? And in a sense, you're going to end up letting go either way. So it's a karmic choice that's coming up. So either you and this person can both choose to do the higher, more honorable thing and just really be honest and really kind of release and let go, and, you know, and be like, okay, I'm sorry, okay, and I can release and let this go. Spirit said you might even like go home afterwards. Like they might call you and ask to like go out to dinner or go out to lunch with you or something like that. You spend some time with them, and then later you might go home and kind of have this like release where you do all this big purge from it, okay? And you release and you can let go. Whether or not, you know, and moving forward, you'll be able to distinguish whether or not moving forward you want to give this person a bigger role or bigger place in your life, or what exactly the situation is, right? Use your discernment, you'll know. Or you might get triggered. This person might get triggered. Okay, it's not always only gonna be up to you, right? It's also gonna be how this person acts. So it could go those one or two ways. Either you guys are going to have that very like kind of loving, like, I'm so sorry, you know, and kind of releasing and letting go. Or eventually you will have that releasing and letting go, but it will be because you're like, this person is toxic and they don't want to change. So I need to release and let them go, and let go and purge anyway. But of course the second option feels like it might be a little harder. Might be, you know, having to endure a little bit more pain. Oh. And I'm hearing that song again. That Dancing Like a Stripper song. Yeah, Spirit again is encouraging somebody, now that you have a chance, like, block your ex. Block your ex on social media and just stop. Stop stalking them. Stop watching them. Stop posting stuff in order to get back at them. You better stop this toxic. You better stop this game and get back before the get back gets a little too, you know, a little too toxic for you to be able to handle, and somebody flies off the handle and you want revenge, okay? That's going to mess something up for you. Oh, yeah. Some kind of, it's going to open up some kind of communication between you and your ex, you know, and whether or not you feel like you're like, that's not right, that's not fair, you don't have any right to do that. Like, it's just giving energy to the past, right? Also, right? Like, if I don't know. I'm hearing that investigating again. Please Somebody here has a new partner coming in that's a very honorable person. Okay. Okay. But if you're giving your energy towards your ex, if you're giving your energy towards the drama, if you're giving your energy towards the past, the new can't come in. Right? So let go of what does not serve you. Let your ex win those stupid prizes by themselves. Right? They damn sure watching though. They damn sure watching. They jealous. And they, you know, and they still, like, that's why I said block them. Stop looking at their social media. Stop looking their stuff up, because even if you're not even if you do move on and you're just genuinely posting, like, you know, that you're having a good time, or that you're moving on, or that you're going on dates, or you're dating somebody else, your ex is going to do something. Your ex is going to do something dramatic. Somebody here, yeah, it's like an ex friend, somebody that you're no longer talking to anymore, that you're no longer with, you're no longer associated with. They're pissed off. They're going to be talking a lot of ish during this Mercury retrograde until June the 3rd. It's going to be big. Don't be tempted. Don't be tempted. You will, Spirit said, you will regret it. Don't be tempted to step out of line. Don't be tempted to say something. Don't be tempted to give them energy, because they are going to be talking ish, okay? They are going to be talking it, okay? But don't. Exactly. Let go. Let go of this ex. Okay? Give it time. Yeah, because they're toxic. They're on some karmic fuckery. Like, period. That's why they're doing all the stuff that they're doing. They just want your attention. That's it. They just want your attention. I want one thing. They want your attention. Walk away. The situation is over. Let it go. Let it be over. Okay. I don't know why I feel like somebody's going to be out in the club. Somebody's going to be out in the club. The way I said that, though, I sound like such an old person. They're going to be out in the club doing something. Yes, star. There is a feminine energy here, possibly even a mother energy, or the mother of your children, who's going to get caught, star. They are going to get, somebody's going to take a picture of them doing something inappropriate or something. I don't know. And somebody is going to be very, like, publicly embarrassed. And it's going to offer a brand new beginning to some other situation. Yeah, it's going to bring down this judgment energy, right? Hierophant, maybe even a judge, or like a church, a community, something, okay, with this judgment and the Hierophant energy, okay? It's going to offer some kind of brand new beginning. Yeah. Really feel like this is gonna go down in somebody's favor, but it's like don't get involved. Let this person hang themselves up. Let this person get themselves messed up. The truth is gonna come out, right? The truth is gonna come out. Like, let this person hang themselves up. Don't get involved with the tit for tat, the back and forth, none of that. You're gonna be getting some good news sometime after Mercury retrograde. I just heard June the 15th, so it could be June the 15th. Yeah, don't do anything reckless. Don't do anything foolish. This person's going to do something reckless or foolish, real foolish. They're going to make a fool of themselves. I'm really seeing here that, like, that they might see you, like, with somebody out somewhere, or like something like that, and this person's going to do something real foolish, and they're going to have to chill the fuck out afterwards. They're going to be ordered to, like, stay away from you, or they're going to, like, lose a court case, or they're going to, I don't know. But somebody's gonna have to tell this person to chill the hell out. Yeah, and whatever fight that they're in right now, or whatever situation they were trying to, what did I say? Hangman, they're gonna get themselves hung up. They're gonna get themselves hung up. Okay? And It's going to cause an end to this situation. So whatever this person's trying to say, whatever talking shit they're trying to do, it's like they're talking all this ish about you being like, this person does this and they do this and they do this and they do this and they do this. And then when you just walk your straight and narrow and go in the other direction and don't mudsling back, all it does, it's just going to make this person feel like they have to go a little bit higher and a little bit more and a little bit more. And the higher they go, the more they're going to look ridiculous, the more they're going to look foolish, the more they're going to be, they feel like they're going to be backed into a corner, and they feel like they're going to be forced to do something that, and on the other side of it, it's going to make them look like a freaking fool. Like, they're going to look like a freaking fool because they're going to do it out of competition. What did I say? They're gonna do it because they're gonna feel forced. They're gonna be like, their hand is gonna feel forced. Like, I have to do this in order to win. I'll do anything to win. I'll do anything. But it's like I would rather win in the petty game between. It's like this ex would rather win the petty game than win like a court case or win something else. Because I'm telling you, justice is going to come out here in your favor. Like, justice is going to come out here in your favor. And whatever kind of step, like I said, this lying, cheating, sneaking, whatever it is, like, it's going to come out. That's going to be the justice of this. It's going to come out. It's going to be like, what? You call this person a liar or a cheater or, something? Seems like you're the one cheating. Seems like you're the one creeping. Yeah, it's going to be good news. It's going to be good news for you. Wow. One more card, Spirit said, and we're going to end this. I feel like this reading was all over the place. There's a lot of stuff. Well, it's a collective reading. There's a lot of stuff happening here. Yep. This person's just holding on. They just want to hold on so tight. And it's that want and that need to win at all costs. It's gonna hang this person up. That's when you're gonna get your justice in this situation. This need to win the petty game, right? Playing stupid game and winning stupid prizes. The need to do that is gonna It's like it's because this person is choosing to walk down a karmic path. It's like a self-sabotage. Like, why would you ever do that? That looks so bad on you. Like, and they're just like, I don't care because I needed to show this person that yada 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 da 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 whatever. Right? It's just kind of like whatever. I'm telling you. Let this person, if they want to wild out, let them wild out. If they want to say some outrageous stuff, say some outrageous stuff. If they want to do something, whatever. Don't match them on their level. Don't start doing petty stuff. Don't start posting petty things. Don't leave them. Don't call them or text them and leave them any kind of petty messages. Don't do it. Don't do it. Because that's the trap they're trying to set up. This person is. Okay? This could also, like I said, this could also be just a past person that's been really talking a lot of ish about you. They could try to just like rear their little ugly head one last time for like some kind of big last hurrah to try to get you to fall, try to get you to pay attention to them, try to get you to like come out, of your energy and match their energy instead and start playing the petty game, right? Or continue to play the petty game. But eventually, like, it's gonna quit. It's just gonna shoop, wrap itself right up. Like, just stop. Yeah. And whatever hole this person is digging for you to fall in, they're gonna fall into it. You know that saying? Right? If you dig a hole for your enemies, dig one for yourself. I don't know. Or you're digging a hole for your enemy, or digging a hole for somebody, you're really just digging a hole for yourself. Yeah. I'm hearing all kind of variations of that. Yeah, this person's going to end up lost of regret. They're going to be regret. They're already so regretful that they did all that. But whatever, that's on them. And you will be moving on with a lasting foundation, moving on to something better. You made the right choices. You made the better choices. And things are going to come out in your favor, like, honestly. yeah, you're going to turn out looking like the strong one, looking like the one that actually knows what you're doing. So just do what you know you need to do in this situation, and don't let this person, yeah, because they're going to be talking. They're going to be trying. They're going to be trying to provoke you. That's what I get. Somebody talking ish about you, trying to provoke you. Somebody could also be having a fight over a house or over some kind of home. Here, 4 of Wands. Also over money. Somebody could be fighting over money, over selling a house, over some person wanting money. It's like, oh, sell that house because I want half the money for that house. Yeah, justice is going to be had. Everybody's going to get their equal dues in this situation. So if you do owe this person some type of money, they're going to get it. But there's also, it's just like, mainly it's going to be like, this is also like a kind of like a tit for tat, like a 3D like matrix battle. This is also a spiritual battle in the sense of this person is trying to get you to compromise your character in a way that will make you look like the person that they try to tell everybody that you are. You know, they try to lie on you and tell everybody that you're this type of person. And if they can trick you into making you make a fool of yourself or doing something, then they can prove that you really are that person that they are trying to tell everybody that you are. So just be aware of that. But it's all about your choices. If you choose to do the better, you know, if you choose to kind of do this the honorable way instead of matching their energy, it's going to be a big transformational energy is going to happen for you. Like a huge transformational energy is going to happen for you. And you've been manifesting it. You've been manifesting this huge transformational, like this brand new beginning, right? And this other person is just going to feel very defensive and lost and rejected. Is there anything else? Nope. All right, that's all that I'm getting. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. I know this reading was kind of like all over the place, but that's fine. We had a little bit of everything to talk about. It is a general reading, and I was asking Spirit about, you know, multiple things about the next couple of weeks, about Mercury retrograde, about, you know, the eclipses, what's being eclipsed in our life, what's being eclipsed out of our life. So thank you very much for being here with me today. Let me know if you feel comfortable, as always, if this resonated for you down in the comment section down below. If you like the content, give it a like. Share with somebody if you feel like this could help them out, okay? Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already subscribed to the channel. And check out the links in the description box down below. If you're interested in getting a personal reading from me, my contact information is down there. Thank you guys so much for being here with me today. All right, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.